Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, my good people? It's your host with the most, your boy. I'm back again, Match preview, now games coming thick and fast, December time is the peak time, you know. If you come out of December unscathed, then we can start talking from 25 December, then we can start talking. Anyway, people, tomorrow Champions League, we travel to Sporting Lisbon, we just cut down the forest, we cut down the wood as well, so we move on to Sporting Lisbon from this Portuguese side. I hate these Portuguese teams because I don't remember us ever winning against Portuguese teams. That's always peak with these Portuguese teams, I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway, let's just drove into the game. Sporting Lisbon versus Arsenal. I think we've drawn a lot of games. I think most of the games we've drawn against Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, I remember we played them in the Europa as well. We draw with them. But can Arsenal finally score away? Can Arsenal finally get an away win in Europe? We struggling to get a win in Europe. We basically, you can see Arteta even in the pieces games has been a bit defensive. He likes to sit back and just be compact the whole game, and it's a bit negative. I don't know, he was doing it because Odegaard was missing. Now that Odegaard is back, maybe he'll approach the game with a different way but can we get our first win in Europe? We still not won in Europe away. I know at home we've won, but away we still not won and I'm looking forward to this game. Sporting Lisbon, they put City in a spliff the Monday now humble. Before Pep was talking about you can lose 4 games because you won 4 titles. Now you lost 5 games, now you fried your from hold that, you bum, you hold that. Yeah, so it's a peak one, it's a peak one. Portuguese teams, we never do well from. They always have something up their sleeve against us. I don't know why, but with Odegaard back, you can see Odegaard and Saka, they complement each other they're doing with the squares they're doing with Timber as well. Saka is totally different player now when Odegaard is there. So I really hope and pray that these two, they can continue with the momentum they play with Nottingham Forest, bring away to Sporting Lisbon but we're not going to take Sporting Lisbon for granted. They won all their 4 games. I think no, they have they're second now with 10 points, and we are 12th with 7 points. So if we beat them, then we close the gap in the group. I don't want to be, if we finish in the top 8, it will be a very good thing, to be honest. But it's a peak one. It's a peak one. They're on top of their league now. I think they've played 11 games. They've won all 11 games, and we are 4th. But we cannot compare that Farmers League to Sporting Lisbon. It might be a Farmers League, but they do well. I'm just bantering Portuguese side, but they play good football, and it remains to be seen with the new coach Pereira. Now that Robin No Armo is in Manchester now, could that affect them in any way since their manager left? It can take an effect, the good, or it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but we never do well against Portuguese teams. And I'm looking for us now to finally unlock and get a way out and get a win away. If we get a win away, that could be crucial, because we got West Ham coming up next away, we got Manchester United at home, so we need to get it we need to keep up the momentum and keep it going. And the loss will just deflate the whole thing. My predicted lineup, like who will I want to see? I think if he can go with the same lineup he started with the Nottingham Forest game, just put Partey in for Jorginho, and then I don't want to see Havertz. Havertz has been stunking the whole place for the past weeks. He's not my king anymore, so if he's on the bench, I'm fine with that. If you put Jesus, I know Jesus clinical in front of the goal, he's not contributing much, but towards he's building up the play and everything, so I'll stick with them. If you ask me, I'll stick with Jesus on that one. But for the game, we really need a win. There's no thing about, we really need to get a win against this team. If we get a win, then maybe it will move us to 9 points or something. So this is the thing, we need a win ASAP. We need a win, man, because if we win this game, then our confidence can boost and move forward. But it remains to be seen. how Arteta approaches this game. Hopefully he's not going to be negative. He's not going to play his negative football. He's not going to sit back and then try to absorb the pressure the whole rest of the game. We gotta go and and give the game to them. We gotta go pedal on the metal, full throttle. Yes, we're not gonna be scared. I know Victor Gyökeres is one of the best strikers in the game at the moment, and I want Arteta to sign him. He's gonna be a hard one, but I'm counting on Saliba and Gabriel to have him in the pocket. When Saliba gets home, when he drops off his keys, I want to see Victor Gyökeres in his pocket as well, from when he drop off the keys and goes home to see his family. But he's a tricky one, he's got pace. He cuts in between defenders, and they'll be looking to put those counter attacks with the long ball in, and he's always there with the pace to run in. But in all honesty, Arsenal need to win. We cannot win this. We cannot win this Champions League if we have any hopes of winning Champions League if you cannot win a game away. We need to win an away game, then only we can start an away game in Champions League a convincing one, because at the moment we still not won anything. We've been building on our home games only, and we got more difficult fixtures this year. But I'm backing the boys to get a 2-1 win. I feel like Victor Gyökeres is gonna score. We're gonna bounce back. I feel Saka is gonna score as well. Maybe Saka and Odegaard. Captain Magic, Captain Fantastic fam. Come on, you Gunners, we're gonna do this.